published 17:27 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 30th of April 2018, updated 18:25 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 30th of April 2018. Tottenham eased to a 2-0 victory over Watford on Monday night thanks to goals either side of half-time from Dele Alli and Harry Kane. The result saw Tottenham take a big step towards Champions League qualification by going 5 points clear of fifth-placed Chelsea, but for some of the finer details from the match, Sportsmail have you covered with a handy list of the things you missed. Harry Kane and Dele Alli scored either side of half-time as Tottenham beat Watford 2-0. Mauricio Pochettino had a momentary mind blank in his pre-match interview when he got his current and former teams mixed up in an embarrassing slip of the tongue. When answering a question on whether an FA Cup semi-final and a top-4 finish constitutes a successful campaign for Tottenham, Pochettino responded, "I think it would be a great season. It's a good year to be in the top 4 and getting in the Champions League would be a massive success for the club. When you look at the history of Southam," he said before stopping and correcting himself, sorry Tottenham. To be fair to Pochettino, he isn't wrong.
A top 4 finish would be massive for Southampton. They are currently languishing in the relegation zone. Mauricio Pochettino was clearly missing his old club Southampton in his pre-match interview. Tottenham's home tie with Watford brought up the Premier League's rudest matchday hashtag, created with the first 3 letters of each team name, Todd and What combined to create.
For podcast presenter James Harkin, meanwhile, the hashtag reminded him of how the majority of his fan mail is addressed. Dele Alli referenced his favorite video game in a goal celebration again on Monday night, after taking advantage of Watford goalkeeper Orestes Carnes's mistake to net Tottenham's 16th-minute opener. Alli, who played the video game craze live last week with teammate Harry Kane, stuck his arms in the air and moved his hips to celebrate in Fortnite fashion. The midfielder produced a different Fortnite celebration in the FA Cup semi-final for Tottenham's opener earlier this month before Manchester United came back to win. But while that celebration saw him criticised by pundits for being too flashy before Tottenham fell to defeat, there was no such comeback from Watford as Kane doubled Spurs' lead in the second half en route to a 2-0 victory. Dele Alli tweeted after the game in recognition of his Fortnite dance celebration on Monday, "Kane's quest for the Premier League's Golden Boot has seen the Tottenham striker return earlier than expected from injury and claim a goal off his own teammate earlier this month, and on Monday night Kane was once again busting a gut to try and catch up with current scoring leader in the Premier League, Liverpool's Mohamed Salah, even landing on his head as he continued to sniff out opportunities. Fortunately for Kane, he managed a second-half strike to seal the routine win for Tottenham and reduce the gap between himself and Salah to 4 goals. Kane went head over heels as he continued his pursuit of the Premier League Golden Boot. It might not be as bad as Arsenal's away record in 2018, but Watford's miserable drought on the road continued on Monday as they drew another blank at Wembley. Watford have now failed to score on 7 consecutive trips away from Vicarage Road, with a goalless draw against Stoke the only time they've collected a point during that run. In those 7 games, the Hornets have conceded 15 goals, including a 5-0 thrashing at Anfield and a 3-0 reverse at the Emirates. Interestingly, Watford's last away goal came against champions Manchester City way back on January 2nd, with Andre Gray's late consolation in a 3-1 Etihad loss. Watford winger Gerard Deulofeu reacts after his goal at Wembley is disallowed for offside. Will Hughes reacts after Richarlison fired a good chance over the bar as the drought continued.